So good morning, and you catch me frantically this morning, frantic, because I've just been reviewing my XT5 in the van because it was raining and pouring and horrible, and I've just looked out the window and I've got colour and gold going on. So I've literally grabbed my camera, super fast acting, and this is where I'm going to get myself a little shot, hopefully something that's worth the rushing around. I parked up in a really nice location last night with the mountains. I got the Torridon mountains right beside me, and I've got a wide angle on at the moment because I think that's the best option, and I'm going to crop it down to a 16:9, but we've got some beautiful morning glow just coming across the tops of these mountains, and the sun's been up for ages. I don't even know what the time is, I haven't even looked. The sun's been up now for probably 3/4 of an hour, and it's just catching the tops of these hills, and look at that. I'm gonna have to get a close-up, so I'll turn this off, get the lens off. I've got the other lens in my pocket, got the 55 to 55mm in here, so I should be able to get a bit closer to get a bit of colour. The van is literally just behind me, so I might even be running back over there to get something else in a moment because I've got snow right on the top of that mountain. But this one, the way it's catching the light at the moment, is stunning. So it's going to 55, that's enough, I can get it. 55mm, let's just have a little look at this mountain and get a picture of this beautiful colour that's on this mountain. How stunning is that? It's just glowing with a nice orangey rawness. It's a beautiful, and the clouds have just got that early light as well, so they're not too powerful, it's not too overpowering. I like that. That's very pretty, and I'll take one this way as well just to show you what that looks like, because there's also a nice glow on that one, but it's not as pretty as the other side, but there is a little bit of snow on it which I quite like, so I'm going to shoot that as well. This is rush photography. This is what it's all about. There's a little van just pulled up as well. This is me and what I enjoy doing best, rushing around and getting shots, not becoming the master, but just being a photographer. Look at the light on that, it's beautiful. Two other people in a van just pulled up now as well to have a look. Let's get another one of this mountain because it just looks stunning with that beautiful early morning light on it. A right corker, and then we're going to go a bit wider. God, I get all the ripples and everything in the top of the mountain. What a peach. So I noticed a gap in the fence last night when I pulled up, and I just missed the perfect light when I got here. I did take a couple of snaps, sort of like a blue hour-ish. I think they were okay, but I missed the perfect light, which was a shame. When I was at the bottom of the hill, it looked stunning, but there's a gap in this fence. I'm just wondering whether it's worth me poking my head through just to have a little look and see if there's a slightly better shot, but I don't particularly know whether there is. I just want to get myself in a position where I can make the most of what's going on in front of me now. I've got some rocks down here now, which is quite nice, and that's, oh yes, we have got a fantastic S-curve. You cannot see anything I'm doing, can you? I've got a fantastic curve leading through the image now, much nicer. I'm gonna put my bracketing back on just as a safety net, even though I don't really need to. But now I've got some rocks in the foreground, it goes off to a bit of water and then off up to the mountains, and I need to go a little bit higher as well just so I can see the edge of that bit of water. It makes all the difference when I'm processing my images over the top of the wall. Yeah, it makes a lot of difference when you can see the little gaps in the water and things like that. What a fantastically beautiful morning. Oh, and to think I've been sat in the van thinking, oh, it's raining, it's miserable. It was a hell of a night last night. It really was. It was proper windy, shaking the van around, rain hitting the roof. It proper was a windy one. And again, this looks quite nice going that direction now. What a strange difference it makes just by moving, you know, just 50 foot, just to be able to get yourself in a lower position. So yeah, quite nice that. I wonder if I can get a pano. I wonder if I can just level my camera off, get me leveling head, get it exactly level like that, then get my camera level, go slightly wider on a pano, and then everything's level. Put my hand in it so I can take the first shot Okay, and then we'll go across with the pano, and then I think the light's starting to get a bit bright and taking the fun away a little bit. 1, 2, I think 3, 2, 3. Now we'll go 4 just to make sure I've got this far edge. 3, 4. Everything nice and level. I know I shot out in aperture priority, but I should be okay. And then I'm just going to put my hand back in just to say that's the end of that set. Job's done. So wasn't that a crazy entrance and start to the video? Me just legging it around trying to get this picture, and it's still going off now. I don't know, you can't see over my shoulder really, you never can with these little cameras. And my video's all over the place this morning, but there's a little bit of snow up there and it's glowing. It's almost like someone's got a light bulb on the top. I can't believe I don't even know how I'm going to get that on the camera. I don't think it's possible to make that image glow the way it's glowing up there now. It's just not possible. But I put the long lens on. I took a couple of very close intimate shots because it's so pretty. I did literally just run away from my van. The van's here. It's not like I've gone far. I've literally just jumped out the van as soon as I stuck my head out just to have a look and see what was going on. Very, very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. So such a soothing prettiness, you know, like a warm glow to warm your cockles. Even though I'm absolutely freezing, I'm so cold. Oh, really, really cold. I need to go and put my heated gloves on, don't I, for a little minute, just get my hands back. I'm not going to do any more there. I'm going to go back to the van because that's pretty. I haven't had any breakfast yet either. I say I've been talking about this new camera, so if you haven't seen the video for the new camera, I'll put a link up for you so you can have a look. Just my first impressions, my first thoughts. Well, I've had me breakfast. I had black pudding and cheese wraps. Yes, I said black pudding and cheese wraps. I know it's strange, but I've got stuff in the fridge I need to use, so I'm using it. And in all fairness, I quite enjoyed them. I've got myself some coffee in my flask. I've put in the sat-nav location for Glencoe. Oh my God, look at that tree. I can't stop and do that today. I put my location in for Glencoe, and that tree's amazing. And it's telling me, what was it telling me? 3 hours, I think it was, 3 hours and 13 minutes. I've actually got 2 sat-navs on the go. I've got my Google sat-nav on my phone, and I've got my TomTom sat-nav. My TomTom's the one I normally run on. My Google one on my phone is just giving me a different view, so I can see where I am in the country rather than following the road. Yeah, and that's basically it. I've got to head down to Glencoe. It's Thursday today, I think. Thursday the 24th of November. Like I say, I've got a 3 hour plus drive because I'm bound to have a couple of stops as I see mountains and things again. So please carry on and join me. I know I had a frantic start to this morning. These mountains are stunning. I'd love to spend more time up here, but it is basically a drive round and driving back down. So I'm going down to Glencoe. There's one shot. And again, I'm going to repeat myself, one shot I want. That's all I want. I've shot Glencoe loads of times. Unless there's snow and stuff, unless it's the whole scenery is different, there's one particular photo I want. And I'm going to take you there and I'm going to shoot it. Hopefully, if I can get to it, because I'm very nervous because I don't actually know how to get to the location. I know where it is. I know roughly where to park, but I don't actually know how to get on foot to it. I'm hoping Mr. Cliff Hands, I did the video with when I first come up to Scotland, he does. He's been there a few times, and I've messaged him and asked him if he can let me know. You know, he's the one told me where to park, and I'm hopefully he's going to let me know how to actually walk to it. I'll work it out, but that's my plan. One shot, one photo. Yeah, I know you're all saying, you don't believe me, do you? So yeah, come on, let's get going. We've got 3 hour drive. Anything could happen between now and then. I could find something really good, something interesting, something fantastic, and pull over, stop, and take some pictures again. Like I said, the XT4's on my lap, on the front seat, ready to go, and I'm just going to enjoy the drive and put some music on. See you in a bit. So I'm in familiar territory. I've been down this road a few times in the past. We've travelled up to Gairloch, me and Mrs C, me and Denise. We've stopped at a lighthouse, Ruri Lighthouse, up in Gairloch a couple of times. And I recognise the train track running down the side and a little bridge I've just come underneath. So I am in familiar territory now. We're heading down towards the Skye Bridge, Kyle of Loch Ash, and then I'll be turning left probably and heading back towards sort of Fort William area and then round through to Glencoe. So I know the route from here anyway. I'm still following my sat nav. I've not seen much to take photographs of. On the other side of the loch when I come round, there was an old broken down church graveyard. So I did get out and snap a couple of shots of that. If they do come out and I can find them on the XT4, I'll put you on and let you have a little look so you can see exactly what I've been doing as I've been coming along. And I've got a couple of pictures of trees as well. But yeah, I've still got a few hours to go. The sat nav's telling me wherever it is. I've got 2.5 hours. So I've been travelling for a while, and yeah, it's a bit grey and a bit boring, but lovely scenery. If you've never actually been up into Scotland and towards the Isle of Skye, this actual road that runs through from sort of Fort William and along the valleys and between the mountains going down towards Skye is one of the nicest roads ever, I think. You've got beautiful big mountains either side. I've got snow up on the top of these ones here. You've got the locks that you drive round. You've obviously got Ellendunnan Castle. You've got another lock that I'm going to come up to in a minute on my right hand side. There's a big waterfall as well. There's loads down here, but the actual drive through here is spectacular. Fantastic road, dual road, double road, and it's just one of the nicest roads to drive through. So if you're ever coming up, make sure you drive round to the Isle of Skye. So I've just pulled the van over because the view in the rear view mirror of the grey sky and the mountain peaks, and they're proper jagged mountain peaks, looks awesome. And I like the contour on the hills, so I'm going to get a shot from here, probably on the other side of the road, so I'm looking down the valley a little bit more. This is a big parking space I'm in, and also in front of me up to the left I've got snow-capped mountains and I've got some pine trees, very, very tall pine trees. So again, I'm going to try and get a couple of shots of them as well. So I'm going to get the other camera out, the XT5, because I think these are worthy of it. And I'm just going to have a little wander around here to try and get myself in a position, maybe, just walk up the road a few feet and just try and get a couple of these, because I do like the pine trees, and if I can put the snow-capped mountains behind them, and that view behind looks really moody and really awesome. So I'm going to have to get a version of that as well. So I'll just stick them on the screen for you because I'm just driving today, and I'll just bob them on and let you have a look and see what I managed to get. So that, I think, was a successful shot. These trees look really cool. That mountain peak behind looks extremely good. But you know what it's like, you take a photograph, don't you, and you get home and you put it on the computer. Oh, look at it from here in the middle of the road. Can I pull over on this road? I can't really, can I? Oh, there's a parking space up the road, but I'll see if I can see the same view from up there. In the mirrors then, that just looked awesome. The road just led straight down into this pointed, jagged mountain. Oh, you never can park where those good photographs are. That just looks awesome. Let's just have a look and see. There's a parking bay here. I can't see it now though. Keep going. I can't see it. Never mind. Never mind. We'll get it another day. One day. You never know. Maybe. But yeah, the views around here are just so cool. But I think that was a success. I think that was a success. So keep going. Another hour and 50 minutes. Whoa! I think I've just got my favourite shot of the week. I think I just got the favourite shot of the week. I just got the favourite shot of the week. Oh, I've just pulled a blinder. An absolute blinder. I saw that view in the mirror behind me and I thought, oh, if I can stop, and the weather's changing now. If only I could stop, and I just saw this little building and I thought there's got to be a pull-in there. And I pulled into this pull-in and I just hope I don't get stuck now trying to turn round. But wowza, wowza, wowza. And you know what? This little pull-in could be good for a night skipping one night. Because you've got this river, tree. Oh, the view down there is alpine. I think I've got a corker. Have a look at this. Randomly or not.
You know me on Facebook as Alison Jane.
Alison Jane.
Yeah.
So randomly or not, meet Alison.
Yes.
Or Ali. I've just turned down this road because I saw this because I saw this car down this road and I thought I could get a shot of this snaking river. Even though now I'm here, I don't know whether I can. But no, she just shouted out, "Paul!" Like, she knows me. So how random is that? Can't go anywhere. I always say when I go to Wales, I get spotted. Now it's starting to happen in Scotland as well. Right, I'm going to get the camera out, see if I can get a shot here. I'm just going to have a quick walk down to the little bridge as well. It's a beautiful snaking river. This would be brilliant on the drone, but in this weather and wind, no chance of getting the drone out, but I'll have a little look, see if I can get something done. Oh, let's have a look. It's got to be a shot. I reckon if you go down to the bridge there, walk down there, I reckon you'll get a bit of a snaky river. I reckon.
Yeah, you need to be up there.
Up there, yeah, you do need to be up there. It looks a bit wet up there, doesn't it? What about if you climb on that little mound?
That's what I'm saying. I know, that's
Have a jump on that. Gosh, this weather's turned. Let's go and have a look. There's got to be a shot to be had here. The weather has really turned. It's grey and horrible, but I think I nailed that shot. I run down the road a few hundred yards, got on a little bank, and I could see an S-curve leading in, and then I went over a little bit further, another 20 or 30 foot onto another little bank, and I could just see the S-curve. So yeah, I think I've nailed it. Also where Alison, God, I'm useless with names, aren't I? Right. Where she was stood, she called me over, she said, it looks good from here as well, so I managed to get a panoramic from where she was. And that was really nice meeting you. If you see this one, Alison, drop me a comment below. Absolutely buzzing, that made me smile. As soon as I pulled up, she shouted, "Pooh!" I'm like, oh, how cool is that? Someone knows me. Never gets tiring at all. So yeah, thank you for saying hello, and I enjoyed that. That was good. I gave her a couple of stickers as well, so I hope she does well with them. Right, so let's plod on. It's gone very, very grey, very, very miserable looking. My kind of weather. Let's see what else we can see on Find. If we don't, let's get to Glencoe and knuckle down for the night. I just want to find out how to get to this location that I want to go and do. Jesus, there's a bus overtaking a car behind me. Oh no, a lorry. He's in a right hurry, so I'm going to have to move over and let him past. I'll speak to you in a bit. Here he comes. Oh my God, is he in a rush or what? Woo! Hee-ho!
Follow A87 for 13 miles.
Well, the weather really has turned. It is just grey, really raining, very wet. The views, I've just come past one of my favourite viewpoints and I couldn't even see down into the valley. It's just really miserable now. So there's probably a good chance I'm going to be ending this video in a moment. I'm sure it's been a little bit of an adventure for you again. Me just doing a bit of travelling, taking some photographs, stopping and seeing things. I think I've got a couple of nice ones today as well. That S-curve in the river. I think that's going to be quite nice with the mountains behind it. My little one that I showed you with the pine trees in and the river and the snow mountains behind, I hope that one came out really, really well, and I'm sure you've seen it already. Yeah, I do think there's been a couple of nice images. Yeah, it's definitely grey over there. So I think I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll probably see you in the morning for our last little adventure on the way home. I'm going to get up and go and do the S-curve in the morning, because by the time I get there, it's already saying 5 to 3. So by the time I get there, it's going to be going dark. So all I'm going to do really is get a bit of a scouting mission, so it's not worth taking you. I'm not going to get a sunset, so I'll make the most of whatever I've got tomorrow, and I'll video it then. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. A thumbs up as usual, please. And maybe share the video again. If you can share the video with someone, maybe it'll inspire them to watch this crazy antics that I get up to. And I know the video's not been the normal regime of, you know, setting up a camera, talking about settings, compositions and stuff like that. But this is just my random trip around Scotland. You know, it's just pretty much me, the bus, and my cameras. And hopefully you've enjoyed the way I'm doing things and the pictures I'm showing you. Till next time, ciao for now, see you soon. And do I stop at Fort William and get myself some chips? Maybe I will.